back, all unboxed, unwrapped. So these are little mounting side rails that will go on the side. Comes with the hardware, with the bag, some stickers, some, what is that? Some grease for your nuts. All right, so the instructions, you're gonna have to download them. Go on their website and download the instructions. All right, to install these, we're gonna have to remove the factory rails. So in order, this just snaps off. Just pry it off. There we go. So they're just held in by those retainer clips. All right, so what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be removing these. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll be removing those. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's start out taking out the first one. All right, so once you have all the screws unscrewed forward, I'm gonna slide this rail forward and pop it back up. All right, so that was really simple. Once you have everything unscrewed, they just slide off. The rails just slides off. Push it forward, and it'll slide right off. Then you're exposed to all your rivets. So I'm gonna clean this up right now. Okay, so here we have everything separated: rubber garments, the angle brackets. You're gonna need a 13mm socket, 10mm socket, your T30. Let me see, let me get it focused. T30 Torx. You have your everything separated: washer, nuts, little bolts, and your Torx screws. Just having everything separated makes everything easy to install. Okay, so once you're done separating everything, you want to make sure you grab your washers, and you're gonna put them on the bolts and then the Torx screws. Don't separate these. They come in two, so don't separate them, the washers. So this I bought it separately. It's the thread lock. So this, I'm gonna use it for the main rails. And the anti-seize lubricant, I'm gonna use them on these. Okay, so on this side we have all the hardware accessories separated. For this, here on top I have for my planks, the half planks. And right here in the middle I have for my full planks. And then here in the bottom I have my hardware for the tie downs. I just separate everything so it can make it more easier as I go. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the mounting rails. So on the mounting rails, you're gonna want to grab your U-channel rubber, these right here, and we're gonna end up putting them on these little slots. So there's total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each side, so a total of 10. We're gonna be adding them here. All right, so that's how it should look like. I'm just gonna go ahead and set them on top of the roof for now. All right, so next step you want to do is separate all your Torx 30 screws and your mounting bracket rails and just set them on each rivet just to make it easier for installing. So this is going to look like, so make sure your mounting bracket mount that has 2 holes, it's going to be facing inside the roof, and you're just going to tighten them down. Don't tighten them all the way, since we're going to be tightening them down later on once we adjust the rack itself. So as you can tell, I added some silicone just in case. Totally up to you, you want to do it or not. But yeah, just go ahead and tighten all 14 down. Okay, once you have all your mounting brackets all screwed in, next step is going to be we're going to be mounting the rail itself. So you're going to grab your hex bolts, and we're going to be putting 2 to each of the mounting brackets and a nut. Okay, so I was mounting the other side, and I found it a little difficult since there wasn't that much space to tighten these up, the hex screws. So what I did to the other side, I ended up taking off the mounting brackets. So I laid down the rail. So I ended up installing the brackets on the rail with the hex screws on the floor. Makes it so much easier and faster. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the rail and then I'm going to put it on top, and then I'm going to mount the main Torx screws to the roof. All right, so to mount these, see how you have a little bit of space? You have space on the other side to fit your hand, but I find it so much easier to get a pliers with nose needles. Grab your screw, not too hard. You don't want to mess up the screw itself. So just softly grab it. See, insert it this way. Place it down and tighten it up. So cool thing about this, they made holes on top to tighten it down to make it easier. You want to go back to that one and tighten it down. So just repeat the whole process throughout the rack on one side. Okay, so I got both mounting rails all mounted up. So the passenger, the left side, I ended up installing it how the instructions had you do it, but I found it much more difficult installing those hex nuts. So on the driver's side, what I ended up doing was placing it on the ground and mounting the brackets directly to the rail. And then I brought everything over here, and I ended up mounting just the Torx screws on top. Is so much easier if you go to this step. Saves you more time pre-mounting everything instead of trying to mount everything here on top. It's up to you how you want to do it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and install the air dam. Since we don't have no sunroof, ours is gonna be facing down. If you had the sunroof, it'll be facing the other way. So we're just gonna mount it up right here in these 2 holes. So it should look about, let's see, adjust the camera. So right there, they'll be mounted to these 2 holes here. So go ahead and mount them with the hex screws. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, so we got the air dam installed. So those are 2 hex screws. They go into those 2 little slots. Just hand tighten them for now. We'll tighten them up later on. So next step is going to be installing one plank here and another plank in the back, so we can adjust the rail itself. All right, so next step is going to be installing the plank. I'll be using the half planks to adjust the rack. So I just have the one in the back, I just have it set right there. The one in the front, I already tightened it down, hand tighten. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna need these, the hardware it comes with. So you're gonna be a bolt, then your washer, and then your nut. All right, so I got both half planks installed already, hand tightened. So what you're gonna do now to align the rails, the back portion, you're gonna end up pushing it away, so towards you. So this end, make sure you push it this way. The other end, also you're gonna push it out. Now when you go up front, you're gonna push it inwards. So in, same thing to the other side, you're gonna push it in and then tighten. You're gonna go back and tighten every screw here. So you can tighten everything up. So for your main rails, it's pretty easy access, everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, once you got everything screwed in, nice and tight, you're gonna take off your planks. So I'm gonna take mine off right now and readjust them to where I want them. And then we're gonna be adding end caps. I got end caps for the half planks and the full planks. So these are gonna be easy. You're just gonna unscrew everything. So these are gonna go in between the mounting rail and your plank. So it's gonna go right underneath. And then you're gonna put your screw, and then you're gonna put your washer underneath, and then the nut. So yeah, so let's go ahead and install the rest of the planks on here. All right, so here it is. I got the backside already installed. So I did get the Overland edition rack. So mine comes with the tie downs. So these are pretty easy to install. It's just basically the base underneath, and then you have your top base, and you put in between the planks, and then you have your Allen wrench screws. So the more tighter, when you tighten them down, it'll stay in place. When you loosen them up, you can move them freely around. So if you got the tie downs, you go ahead and put the planks next to each other, and then get your tie down base and just hang it on here to the side. Once you put it on, it's gonna give you the right amount of distance that you need between the planks in order to install them. So I did get end caps also, like I said earlier. So I got the full plank end cap, and then I got the half plank end cap. It's pretty easy to install. So right here we have everything separated, still not mounted yet, so I just want to show you guys really quick. So first thing you want to do is get your planks together, and you got to make sure you get your, if you have your tie down base, make sure you mount it on top. It's pretty easy to mount. You put the bottom base underneath, and then you put the top base, and then you put your Allen wrench screws in here. So by doing that, you have the exact spacing that you want between the planks. Makes it so much easier for mounting. So make sure you do this first. So, and every time you want, if you're doing tie downs, you got to make sure your half plank that you have, this end where it's less thicker than this side, you always want to make sure this side, the thinner side, is facing inwards to your plank. If it's not, if it's facing the opposite way like this one, your holes will not match up to mount them. So if you have it facing the other way, if this was over here on this side, the holes will be matching up, and this will be hard to mount. So like on the back side, see how I have the half plank with a small narrow piece side facing towards the tie down base. So, but if you don't have this, if you don't have your tie down, don't worry about it. That's only if you bought it or you bought the Overland edition. So, all right, so what you're gonna want to do is drop in your screws in here, and then this for the full planks, and then your rubber gasket, you just lay it down in those holes and put your screws through them, just like I have it right here. Now if you don't have end caps, just go ahead and put in this underneath and start screwing it in. But if you bought end caps like this, your end caps are gonna go underneath here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, so here I have the end cap already inside. See if I could take everything out. So there he goes. So the rubber gasket goes on top, your end cap. Now all you're gonna have to do is mount your nut base. All right, so I got the bottom base already all screwed down. You can barely see it. And then you're using your half or your 13mm socket. And I'm gonna go back around and tighten everything down. All we're gonna do is drop in your hex screw inside. Then you're gonna put in your washer and then your nut right underneath. But if you got the end caps like I did, we're gonna repeat the same process from this side. So you're gonna lift it up, slide in your end cap. All right, so I got the end cap already in here. So just like that, and then you're gonna go underneath, and then put your washer, then your nut. And then all you gotta do is just tighten everything down. So we got one side done already. Still, I'm not gonna tighten these down yet towards the end. So yeah, just go ahead and repeat the same process to the other side and it should be all complete. It's pretty easy. So on mine, I have an extra plank right here because I did order another plank. So I put one here on top. Then I'm gonna put another half plank right over here in the middle. The reason being, I'm just gonna have extra planks just in case, so I could carry my cargo carrier when I go traveling with the kids and family. You know, a little vacation, I could throw my cargo carrier. That's one thing I like about this rack. It's really universal. You could put your planks anywhere you want. You can move them around whenever you want. So yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the other side and show you guys the final result here really quick on this side. So how I meant, you know how I was saying earlier, how if you have the Overland edition or you got tie downs, to find the exact spacing that you need, you want to make sure you put your planks side by side and then get your mounting bracket for your tie downs. So what you want to do, get next to each other, slide in your screw base, then you're gonna get the top portion and you just put it on top. And that's gonna give you the exact spacing that you need between your planks. And then just go ahead and tie them down. And after that, just go ahead and put in your rest of your hardware. It should be complete. Right, so there you have it. So everything on both sides is tightened down. All the end caps are added. The tie downs all screwed in nice and tight. So there you go.